As you may know, we all know, we have experienced some recent shootings here in our city. We are deeply concerned about those incidents. I have been in communication with Chief Sabo and Deputy Chief Bobadilla throughout, and as is customary with this council, we will not make any comments as these incidents are active investigation. What I will say is that these incidents seem to be, that they're not random. Moreover, the incidents that occur on Comstock and Jones Avenue appear to be related one another. The police have maintained a presence in the area by sending patrols and deploying the neighborhood police team. I can assure you that the police are actively investigating these incidents and that our community safety is a priority for all of us here.
Good evening, Marge Kerber, 2 Comstock Street. That name should ring a bell, Comstock Street, okay. That's the reason I'm here tonight, is because of the shooting around the corner from me that I was not told about. Okay, at all. The only reason I found out about it was because my neighbor sent me the rector's notification about it, okay. I am 72 years old, I live alone, and I walk my dog. Okay, on the night in question, I was walking my dog around 11:30 when this all occurred. I did not hear the shots, okay, but it would have been nice to know the next day that this was going on. All I knew was that you had a community service van or something parked on Comstock Street, and then you had this police car driving around until after midnight with their lights on going around the block. But I had no idea why. Okay, until I got that notification from Rutgers on Tuesday. I think that as a taxpayer and a property owner, that I should be aware of anything like this going on in my neighborhood.
Continue on with Ms. Kerber due to where actually, sad to say, wow, around 6 shootings that wasn't listed
Right.
of last month due to where, come on. Like I said, New Brunswick, some people make excuses, oh, we're short of staff. If you know we're short of staff, stop building more apartments, allowing more people to come in here until you reach enough staff. But like I said, come on, as a resident of 47 years, New Brunswick was never like this.
The lack of transparency about shootings. I know over time we've talked about this issue a lot. The city currently takes an approach where if someone is shot, person is hit by the gunfire, that the city will use the city government Facebook and Twitter pages to share the information. I don't think that that is the best way to reach everyone. You have a Nixle alert system that I know many people are signed up for, and they can get text or email alerts, but you don't use it for crimes, and I don't understand why. I brought it up before. I know other towns do, and it would make sense. There's a lot of better ways to communicate than only using those 2 social media platforms, and I would encourage you to find more channels to spread the word, because obviously residents who want the information aren't always getting it. I am also deeply concerned about the shooting incidents. By my count, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 just in September alone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 victims, and many unsolved. So I do think we need proactive updates and more information. We shouldn't have to ask or bring it up. I'm glad you brought it up tonight, but I think that we deserve more information about this serious problem and what our leaders are doing about it.
We obviously have seen a lot of gun violence this year, and in particular just in the last month, and frankly a lot of it in the neighborhood that I live in. And I think a lot of people are obviously concerned about that. I know that you responded to an earlier request about requiring the police chief to come in and provide corrective updates with we'll think about it, but what I would be interested to know is, can you commit that you will ask him to please come in at least once, right? At least just come in for a meeting next month, for example, and provide some type of update on what the police department is doing in the state of crime in New Brunswick. Can you make that request?
Again, we have, like I said before, we have representation here in our meetings, like Captain Hoover, who has the ability to update or answer any questions when pertaining, and if we have the answers, because sometimes we don't have the answers, right? So
And then I wasn't asking
again,
about
I am
responses to questions.
If I may finish,
questions.
may I finish?
Sure, sure.
So what I'm not gonna commit for me asking him, I commit to ask my fellow council members if they, based on consensus, if they would like for that to happen, I would talk to the chief of police, you know. So that's my commitment to my fellow council members. And again, I hear you, and I hear those that are asking for the presence of the chief of police, but I think that we have a very good representative for the police department, Captain Hoover. And he has been more than willing to answer when he's able questions and even assist some of the community members that come here with some challenges. Personally, he has done. So I will continue to give updates, like I did today. I have very good communication with the chief and the deputy chief. And when this happened, by the way, I live in the same neighborhood. So I am committed to continue asking, and if there's a need for me to do an update here related to those, I will make those updates. But again, I believe that we have more than a capable person here to be able, from the police department, to be able to answer or to give, if needed, an update or represent the police department. Not necessarily has to be the chief of police. We have somebody here. But thank you. Time is up.